Hey, Aldwyn Altuney here, and I am so excited today. We're going to be chatting soon to an amazing lady called Charlene Lynch. We've been chatting she's from Adelaide, and I'm on the Gold Coast, such as the power of social media that we can talk to people from anywhere in the world. And we're going to talk today about mind shift. Now, you might have heard of the term mindset. Well, what Charlene does is help turn around what people think about mindset versus mind shift. So she's an expert in the area of mind shift, and we're going to see if we can bring her onto this live very shortly. Now, while we're waiting, if you've just joined us, I would love to know, what are your thoughts around mind shift versus mind set? What are your thoughts? Now we're going to see if we can add her right here. Let's just have a look if I can bring her in. I'm dealing with this technology here. Let's just see. So what do you think of mind shift versus mindset? Charlene, there you are. We'll invite her in. Let's see. Oh, hello, Nick. Nice to see you. What are your thoughts on mind shift versus mindset? Oh, we just bumped the... Hello, Charlene. Great to see you there. Let's see if we can add you on. I've just sent you a request there. Mindset versus mind shift. What do you think? What does mindset mean to you? And what does mind shift mean to you? What do you think when you think mindset or mind shift? Now, let's just see if we can add Charlene. Let's see, it says adding. This is looking promising. Works, right? Love it when it works. It is a glorious day, I must say, here on the Gold Coast. We are so blessed. I had a session earlier today. There's Charlene. Hello, Charlene. Welcome. Welcome to the Facebook Live. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you beautifully. I'll just take my glasses off now. I've figured out how to make all the things go bip and blop.
Thank you so much for joining me. We've had such a good chat today. We've been interviewing each other about what we do, and you're amazing. You know, we actually met, for those that don't know, we met at Speakers Institute in Sydney. We've done several courses together, and Charlene is also a Speakers Tribe leader, as I am a Speakers Tribe leader in Queensland. She is in South Australia for Adelaide, and you do an awesome job there, I must say, Charlene. Everyone loves you, and you have such an amazing personal story as well. Hello, Nick. Hello, Francis. Thanks so much for joining us. We're going to be talking about mind shift today, and I love this term. I love the term mind shift that you have invented yourself. So can you tell us a bit about yourself and how you came up with mind shift?
Oh, wow. It's a personal journey. I have had more than a few challenges in life, and made a decision that I wanted a different life, and knew that my language was one of the things that was holding me in that space. So mindset itself was not working, because that infers that it's set. And although statistically speaking, we think, more than 70,000 thoughts a day, and of those thoughts, more than 90% of them are the same thoughts day in and day out. And if we're over 35, 95% of those thoughts are unconscious. So, it leads itself to think that perhaps maybe that is set, and that might be one of the reasons why people have so many challenges making those changes. So it begged to reason that we should be changing that to mind shift. So empowering ourselves to make a different choice. Knowing that on a day-by-day basis, on a minute-by-minute basis, if you like, that we can and we have power to make those changes.
Yeah, amazing. And you have a phenomenal personal story, and we spoke earlier about this, about where your journey started with this. Would you like to share a little? I'm just straightening up my screen here. It seems to be just tipping slightly. No, I'm not on a boat. No, I am not.
Am I on lean? I feel like I'm leaning.
Yeah. I know my tripod was just kind of tipping just slightly. I was like, oh, just a minute. Oh gosh.
I'm not sure. Yes. But
So
love your
what was the
smile.
turning point for you?
Wow.
Oh,
So
thank you. Thank you, Charlie.
I speak to my clients about this all the time, about, what is it going to take for you to make the changes that you need to live the life that you want to live? Is it going to be that the universe has to hit you with something that's so huge it stops you in your tracks? And is that what it's going to take to make the choices? So we've got the power to make different choices before it gets to a point where we have that sudden impact. I think the universe was screaming at me for many, many, many years. I'm going to go decades. It was screaming at me for decades to make changes, and I wasn't listening. I was ignoring the signs. I was ignoring the signs of being morbidly obese. I was ignoring the signs of being very unhealthy, having unhealthy habits, of being depressed, of letting my mental illness, take control of what was happening for me in my life. I ignored all of the signs until I had, a very sudden impact situation where my beautiful son, my 17-year-old baby boy, 1 week from his 18th birthday, had taken his own life. So yeah, I don't wish that upon anybody. I think that we can make those choices and live different lives without it being something that is that dramatic. So yeah, I ask my clients all the time, what's it going to take? Is it going to take for your business to be running at not for profit, not making an income? Is it going to take, your husband having an affair? Like, what is it going to take for you to make the changes that need to happen? And I think that it's really good to take those steps and that action and embed these tools and techniques that help you create a mind shift so that you can have that complete power and make those choices and live above the line and not be a victim, be someone who is empowered to make choice. And when you live a life like that, you'll attract the things that need to move you to the next level and attract the people in your life that you need to have with you. And on every level it works. Yeah.
That's an amazing story, Charlene. And they say people are either motivated by pain or by pleasure. And when there's enough pain or there's enough pleasure, one way or the other, people are motivated to shift in some way. So the whole term mindset is very interesting, because why would you want to be, like set and forget? People say set and forget. Well, that's probably what happens half the time, is people probably set and forget, or don't even realize, not conscious of what they're actually setting in their mind or what is set in their mind from the past. So it's going to take something really drastic to be able to shift that, when there's been years of programming and subconscious beliefs that are leading people to think so many of the same thoughts and create so many of the same actions. So what are some crucial steps you would say that can help people on this journey to mind shift rather than mindset?
Well, we could all start by all of us referring to it as mind shift. Move away from that language that holds us in that space and do that on a daily basis. Anytime that you're going to be using the word mindset, replace that with mind shift. Empower yourself to know that you've got the capacity to make a change. Awareness has probably got to be the biggest key. And that takes a tiny few seconds between what's happened and your response to it. So creating a heightened level of awareness. So for me, I love asking great questions of myself. So if something comes up, I'll go, what's that about? And that gives me an answer, just a few seconds to go, okay, what is that about? And it gives me that space between thought and action to empower me and make better choices. So that's all around awareness. So lifting our awareness on every level. And that allows us to have that power back in our court. And yeah, giving yourself those few seconds, that is all it really takes to move. And it's instant. You don't need to go and have 6 months of reprogramming. You can raise your level of awareness and you can use tools and techniques to give yourself a change of impact on a